A Rolex is among the most distinguished and expensive watches in the world, and you happen to be sporting one right now. The luxurious feel, pinpoint accuracy, and heavy weight of the gold are all on your skin. Congratulations! You have joined an exclusive group of people who have purchased a Rolex and who also value this beautiful and timeless watch. But do you know the humble and motivating background of this watch? A tale about a young kid who became an orphan after the death of his parents and the intense pursuit of his true calling. The past encompasses his aspirations for advancement and his relentless pursuit of excellence. A history that Rolex has endeavored to communicate, celebrate, and honor. Here we learn how the development of the Rolex watch, the product of an orphan's dream, evolved into a timepiece that altered the globe. An enthralling tale that will push you to your limits. The youngster who lost his parents and became the inventor of the Rolex watch lived this story. Wristwatches, which display the time using mechanical or quartz movements, were not an original concept, a means to facilitate ease of movement and accessibility. It had been in existence since the latter part of the 19th century. But it was Rolex who made it its aim to develop a timepiece that was not only accurate and durable, but also beautiful and distinguished, as part of its vision of a better, a much better, a higher, a stronger, an improved greater than a stronger and more refined society. Rolex's founder, Hans Wilsdorf, was born on March 22, 1881, in Kulmbach, Germany, to parents Anna and Johann Daniel Wilsdorf. He was the second of 3 children in a family that managed a modestly profitable business. He had a nice and comfortable upbringing until tragedy struck. He lost his mother when he was 8, and his father when he was 12. He became an orphan and was sent to live with his uncle in Coburg. He had a hard existence, working as an apprentice at a small export industry and fighting to make ends meet. He loathed education and preferred to work with his hands. He had an interest in and a skill for mechanics, and he dreamed of getting to be an entrepreneur. He left his home at the age of 19 and traveled to La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland, where he worked as a clerk at a watchmaking company. He mastered the art and science of watchmaking and acquired a passion for it. He too met his future wife, Bertha Koenig, who shared his love for timepieces. But his desire and innovation drove him to form his own company, Wilsdorf and Davis, in London in 1905, with his brother-in-law, Alfred Davis. They were like the dynamic pair of watchmaking, initially importing Swiss watch movements, putting them in British cases, and selling them to jewelers who would mark the watches as their own. But Wilsdorf's idea was considerably larger. He conceived a brand that would redefine wristwatches. After endless brainstorming sessions and numerous rejected ideas, he woke up one day with the term Rolex echoing in his mind. Just like that, the 5-letter term with a melodious ring to it, reminiscent of a watch being wound, was born. Rolex was no ordinary brand. It was a revolution. It came to signify reliability, precision, and prestige. It wasn't just about telling time. It was about testing the constraints of conventional timekeeping. From establishing water resistance and pioneering chronometer-certified accuracy, automated movements, and the GMT complication, Rolex led the charge. In 1926, Wilsdorf unveiled the Rolex Oyster, the first waterproof watch to the world. He showed its longevity by having it worn by Mercedes Kleitz, the first British woman to swim across the English Channel, in 1927. He further demonstrated its accuracy by having it approved by the official Watch Rating Center in Bienne, Switzerland, in 1910, and by the Kew Observatory in England in 1914. He also confirmed its attractiveness by having it worn by celebrities, monarchs, and explorers, including Winston Churchill, Elvis Presley, and Edmund Hillary. The Rolex Oyster caused quite a stir. It was shock, water, and dust-resistant because of its screw-down crown, self-winding rotor, and sealed housing. It also had a range of dials, bezels, and bands, all in a simple and appealing style. It was a watch that combined elegance and usefulness, and it came to represent prestige, wealth, and exploration. The Rolex oyster also opened the door for Rolex's worldwide expansion because it was exported to different countries, such as the US, Canada, and Australia. It moreover made a huge demand for Rolex's other models, such as the Datejust, the Submariner, and the Daytona, which extended and diversified the Rolex brand. But Rolex's victory did not come without a cost. He had to confront unused challenges and discussions, such as fake items, lawful fights, and natural impacts. He moreover had to deal with the changing tastes and preferences of the customers, who needed more variety and customization in their watches. Rolex had to adjust and innovate once more and grasp modern innovations and patterns, such as ceramic, sapphire, and platinum. Nowadays, Rolex is one of the most prestigious and lavish watchmakers in the world, with a loyal and diverse fan base. It has honored its history, but it has not been small. It has learned from its mistakes and endeavors to be a capable and moral company that values its clients, workers, and the environment. Rolex's story could be a story of perseverance, innovation, and excellence. It could be a story of how a watch can change the world, for better or for more regrettable. It could be a story of how a watch can reflect the dreams and the substances of humankind. It could be a story that can motivate you to take after your enthusiasm, overcome your impediments, and accomplish your objectives.